nikifikiri jinsi ulivyo, nyota, ngurumo, vitu vyote pia viubavyo kwa uwezo wako. Roho yangu na ikuimbie jinsi wewe ulivyo mkuu. Nikitembea pote duniani, ndege huimba nawasikia, milima hupendeza macho sana, upepo unafurahia. Roho yangu na ikuimbie jinsi wewe ulivyo mkuu. Roho yangu na ikuimbie jinsi wewe ulivyo mkuu. Nikikumbuka vile wewe Mungu ulivyo peleka nao afe azichukue.
Basi asante sana Alexander John de Mtume, Mungu akubariki sana. Basi wakati umewadia tena, tuko mitamboni Mataro TV. Kumbuka mahali hapa ndio tunasema hasara tunapunguza na kuongeza faida. Jameni, najua hujahama mitambo, mahali hapa ndio unatakiwa uwe. TV hii uifanye TV yako, na mengi mazuri yataendelea kuchipuka siku baada ya ingine. Basi kama ilivyo kawaida yangu, nataka niweze kuwakaribisha wote katika nchi yetu tuipendayo, ndugu zetu, dada zetu wale. Jameni, mitamboni tupo sababu yako. Wote ambao mko katika pembe zote za nchi, kama ningekuwa upande wa Meru ningesema Muga, lakini sasa niko studioni jameni, ila wa Meru unajua wamepokea hiyo. Kama ningekuwa upande wa kule Western, pengine ningeuliza jameni Uriena, basi nao wangejibu kama vile ambavyo lugha zao zipo. Kama ningetembea nchi ya Rwanda, amakuru yawe. Basi haya mambo yote tutaendelea kuyasikia mitamboni Mataro TV. Basi kwa jumla wote ambao tuko katika nchi zote za Afrika Mashariki mmekaribishwa, walio katika nchi za mbali pia nanyi mmekaribishwa. Basi kama vile ambavyo nimekuwa nikiwaelezea, tutakuwa tukiwaalika wageni tofauti katika studio, sababu ni vizuri kusikia kutoka pia kwa wengine. Basi siku jema ya leo tuna wageni mashuhuri ambao wametutembelea studioni, na wataingia pia nao na kipindi chao, na wangetaka sana kuongea habari ya challenges ambazo zinawakumba wanalika, ama changamoto ambazo zinawakumba wanalika. Na kwa hivyo sababu kipindi kitakuwa ni kipindi chao, watanipa muda nami nipate kujinyosha kidogo, lakini watakuwa mitambo. Nataka nikuhakikishie hawa ni watu ambao wameundwa wakaundika, ni watu ambao wamekamilika na kile ambacho wanaenda kukiongea. Na kwa hivyo kama wewe ni mwanalika popote ulipo, uwe kijana uwe msichana, jameni, tegea Mataro TV. Kuna mazuri ambayo yatakuja katika mitambo hii, na sana usisikilize tu, nawe uliza swali na utajibiwa. Hawa ni watu ambao wana ufahamu wa hali ya juu, wengine ni masio, ni viongozi katika nchi yetu hii, na wako mitamboni kwa sababu yako. Basi nataka niingie upande ule mwingine wa studio, wanapoingia nao na kipindi kuhusu changamoto ambazo wanakumbana nazo wanalika. Basi karibu tena katika mitambo, usikilize wimbo unaoingia kwa njia taratibu kama hii.
Roho yangu na ikuimbie jinsi wewe ulivyo mkuu. Roho yangu na ikuimbie jinsi wewe ulivyo mkuu. wataimba sifa zako milele, wote wajue jinsi ulivyo, ewe ulivyo mkuu. Roho yangu na ikuimbie jinsi wewe ulivyo mkuu.
Ni wewe unatosha, ni wewe unatosha. Maishani mwangu shukrani ni kwako, kwa kuwa wewe ndiwe unatosha. Nitakupa sifa ewe Shaddai, matendo yako yawe yavuma. Nasema ni wewe Bwana unatosha, ni wewe Bwana unatosha, ni wewe unatosha. Nakuheshimuwe Mwokozi Yesu, wewe tuwastahili heshima zote. Nakuabudu Bwana wa mabwana, mimi sina mwingine kama wewe wa kuabudu. Ni wewe mwanzo na mwisho, watenda yote kwa wema. Ewe Mungu nakupenda, usiku na mchana mlinzi mwema, kila siku na kila saa umwaminifu. Nasema ni wewe Bwana unatosha, ni wewe unatosha, ni wewe unatosha, ni wewe unatosha, unatosha.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, our bishop, for this opportunity to speak to people from different parts of the world. Thank you for tuning in to Mataro TV wherever you are, whether you're in Kenya, East Africa, Africa, Europe, any continent. We invite you to listen. And so today, the people taking over our studio are youth. The youth, and I have a guest who visited today. His name is Karubembe. Karubembe, karibu sana.
Asante sana. Happy to be here. I was here again.
Yes.
And I'm proud to be back.
All right. And we are so much excited because today we are going to be tackling a very important topic, challenges affecting the youth, and we are going to pick two. One of them being peer pressure and the other one being depression. So Karubembe, tell us about depression. Have you ever interacted with people who are depressed? And just talk about that.
Yeah, I feel depression is part of us. It is in the society. That is what I mean by when I say it is part of us. It is part of us in the sense that we have people in the society who are undergoing depression. We have friends who are undergoing depression. We have family members who are undergoing depression. So in one way or another, depression is part of our lives, of our surrounding. And so in one way or another, yes, I've met people with depression.
And maybe Karubembe, to ask, have you ever found yourself in a situation whereby you're depressed, and how did you handle that situation?
Yes, many times. When I lost my dad, it was one of the worst moments of my life, and I think you might not know it, but you look okay, but deep down nakufa. So I feel that was a time when I was facing my own depression, though I'm going to serious because I had someone who helped me overcome. But maybe if that person had not come to my rescue, things would have gone sour. So yes, depression has been part of me.
And how did you handle that situation? Maybe.
Yeah, just as I've said, if it was not for this person who came in, maybe things would have become difficult for me. I had friends. The good thing with me is that I'm a what? Watu huongea sana wanaitwa nini jamani?
And sorry to cut you short, Karubembe.
Yes.
I see our viewers are calling us. By the way, if you have questions, thank you for calling. Tell us your name and where you're calling us from. Hello. Tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
This is Ezra.
Yes, Ezra. Where are you calling us from?
Kasarani.
Kasarani. Kasarani is watching, and thank you so much for tuning in to Mataro TV. Yes, tell us, do you have a question?
Yes, my question is, based on the issues that are in the current society,
yes,
we have very many families that are brought up with,
yes,
we have very many families that are brought up with single parenthood.
Yes, yes.
So that has become a very great challenge. It has increased significantly from the previous years.
Yes.
So based on your perception now, how can we be able to address that issue?
And thank you so much for your question, Ezra. You said you're Ezra from Kasarani, eh?
Yeah, Ezra from Kasarani.
Yes, and actually Karubembe is in studio as you're watching. He mentioned that his father passed on, and Karubembe would want to respond to that.
Yes.
Yes, so Karubembe.
So he said that his question was about single parenthood.
Yes, single parenthood.
Now I've not gotten his point clear based on depression and
in the line of depression, how do people, and especially the young people who are brought up in single parenthood families, how are they able to adopt? Because it's a challenge.
Sure.
Having an imbalanced family affects how you grow.
Sure.
So how are you able to speak to youths out there who are brought up in single parenthood families?
I feel like acceptance is the key factor, because personally, what has helped me much is first accepting
Yes.
the reality that it is now we were used to be provided by two parents, mom and dad, and actually like mine, dad was a sole provider, so that loss was so big to us, and seeing all these. One thing that I always do, personally, I like opening much to people. I don't keep a lot of things to myself, and that helped me a lot. Talking to friends, sharing, and you'll find out that as you speak, as you talk to people, as you tell your story, how you lost your dad, how things were, you get relief, like your heart is at peace. And then in terms of accepting, the moment you accept that it is the will of God, that God has a purpose for everything, you get now to get a better revelation. And maybe like my mom was I feel like she was even more burdened than me, because she's the one who was the burden of us, the children. And you see, for mom herself, she too accepted this, and maybe that's why things were easy for us, because if you accept something, you are now able to come with objectives, you're able to set up structures, or now you as a family,
And
or as
as
a
a
person,
family,
you can so out of that, I see like it was hard for us,
Yes.
but as we kept on accepting and moving on, we also adapted to the new way of life, that this was a person who was doing this, but it is now us to step in. Now the way you used to maybe beg your mom or dad for things, you now reduce themselves, now you are also the man.
Very true.
You are now a man, because the dad is not there, so you have to work out just like your dad used to do.
Very true.
Yes.
And because our caller is still online, Ezra,
Yes,
yes, are you listening in?
yes, I'm listening.
And so Karubembe has given a response based on his life experience. Maybe what are some of the things that you're picking up from what he has shared?
One thing is that we have to accept ourselves.
Yes.
So as soon as we accept ourselves, we are able now to establish ourselves based on our new realities.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you. For all callers who would want to interact with us, our numbers for this session are 0702881461, but on other sessions you can call us on 0721312558. And so Karubembe, as we proceed on to the other segment on peer pressure, tell us about peer pressure, because peer pressure and what we are discussing right now, they intermarry. So how do you compare peer pressure with depression?
Yeah, it's true. Peer pressure and depression intermarry. And first, peer pressure is something that is affecting most of us youths also. Ina affect kila mtu, hata sisi wenyewe wenye hatuko kwa depression. So peer pressure inakuja in this way. We want to live like the others. You are not in drugs, but you want to take drugs because your friends take drugs. You are not in maybe immorality, but you want to be immoral because you want to fit in a circle. Like your friends are fornicators, your friends are thieves, your friends are maybe blackmailers, and now that you want to fit in that circle, so that as they speak you also want to be part of that discussion, you want to live like them. Or maybe your friends are rich. It can be also positive. Peer pressure can be positive.
Can be positive,
yes,
and negative.
You want to be rich like them, even when you know you can't reach them. You just want to be like someone, or you are following a certain certain people. So to me, this is bad. It should not be a new norm or a way of life for us, because it is I think it is one of the major causes of depression.
Okay.
Because imagine someone who is rich, and I want to be like a friend of mine who is rich, but sitafika.
Okay.
So do I do? I can do anything. Na kama sioni nikimpata, napata tu na stress bure. Na that is how we start dying slowly and slowly. As you want to reach the levels of others
and become like other people.
Yes.
Wow, what a wonderful engagement here at Mataro TV. We are having a hot conversation right here. Now, after the break, we are going to be having a song that we playing. Do not touch that dialer. After we are back, we are going to be speaking a little bit of Sheng, and I have a lot of questions on our social media platforms. We are going to be answering one or two, and then we'll be done. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Kwa tumete onati kugatea neho tukite tumete arayu atatiri wa irima ngai wiki nawe ongehota gutariria nati horo wa kuigana ninaguo nindutetwo kuiganira ni baba ndona ndaga maundu mothe maiganane ndona ndaga maundu mothe maiganane Otuleti utwali tukiambiriria tumete haraihu rugano rungiandiko twaria hinyiririe na gukombo ni ngoma ndika yayuka kigarura gitama wakwigana ndinaguo nindutetwo kuiganira ni baba ndona ndaga maundu mothe maiganane ndona ndaga maundu mothe maiganane
nindutetwo kuiganira
And so thank you so much our viewer, thank you for not touching that dial. We are back na mavijana wa ghetto wametune in kuna moja hapa we starting on the questions. Karubembe, kuna moja hapa anasema mimi ni utman kutoka ghetto na nimekuwa affected sana na issues za marijuana, amekuwa kivuta bangi, ajui atatokaje, utamwambiaje Karubembe?
You see, drugs and substance abuse ni kitu tunakuja tu at the same peer pressure.
Na tumuongelesha hata Sheng, unajua kwa pale tu anasikiza Sheng pale.
Sasa Ifrim bana, mimi na Sheng ni vitu
lakini ni sawa tu vile anasikiza.
See, but I think they will understand na Kiswahili yangu yenye tutatumia kawaida. So Ifrim, in terms of drugs kama madawa ya kulevya, kama ndivyo I think ndivyo inaitwa hivyo, madawa ya kulevya na tumesema sana, tumeongea sana about peer pressure na these are some of the issues that zinafanya vijana tunaingia kwa drugs and substance abuse. So the same way mimi na believingi the same way venye tunaingia kwa kitu tulijikubali tunataka hii kitu, like it was a meeting with yourself, like you want to take drugs, unataka kukaa kama huyu, unataka kufanya hivi. So I believe that the same way mtu anataka kuingia kwa kitu pia kitaka kutoka, it's the same way atatoka tu akitaka. So if it is really from the heart and conviction that I really want to stop drugs, I feel like it is possible. Let him or her accept himself that kweli anataka kutoka drugs, and then we have hospitals, we have rehabilitation centers, you have counselors. By the way, government, ukienda kwa most of these big government institutions, they have departments that are there purely, it is free by the way. Kama mimi nimevisit moja huko Meru, just to visit and talk to those people and hear more about drugs and how they reform people and so on. And for them it's more of a counseling department, and it is there to offer free counseling services. That is to these public hospitals. And so it is as long as someone wants really to change, and may just accept that I really want to change, let him speak to someone. aongeleshe mtu na mwambie yes, I want to change.
And thank you so much. Thank you so much Karubembe for the feedback, by the way. Charity Karaoke anasema show iko juu tu sana. Pia we have anaitwa Shella Monique anasema show iko juu tu sana. Pastor Susan Karaoke anasema show iko juu tu sana.
Wow.
Thank you so much for tuning in. And there is another question right here. Someone, a viewer is asking, amekuwa contemplate kucommit suicide for a long time. Amekuwa na issues pale, jeza kumaliza shule, kukule imekuwa shida, ndio hiyo kumekuwa na kupandishwa kwa maisha. Utamwambiaje? Amekuwa akijaribu commit suicide, jimalize tu, ame lose hope kabisa. Utamwambiaje?
Ephraim, the issue is this world is so beautiful. It is so sweet. Life itself is so sweet, which should be enjoyed. So things, in as much as life is sweet, it is not simple. It is not smooth. The road is not that smooth. So it means that people need to adjust to the ways of life, that we accept that this is hard and it's not heaven. So if you accept that, we'll be able to face every reality that comes with life. She said should never be option to us. As long as there are people around us, there are a lot of people who are here to listen. As long as you speak out. This person is contemplating suicide because of what Sekus gave his story. Because
the challenges that are affecting him on a daily basis. There is a high cost of living that has affected him.
If I went to a session one day, nilikuwa nimeenda tu kusikiza watu. Just unaona venye unasemanga there's a conference here, let me just go and listen. That is how I went. So kufika, so people started sharing their life stories. So me personally, I thought niko na shida Ephraim. But venye unaenda ukisikia mtu akiongea, ndio una realize bana watu wako na shida hii dunia. And so I asked myself, what if all these people wangekuwa najiua? How could the world be? So mimi nilijua this is solution. Watu wanapitia vitu mingi, but people are really trying the little they can to live. Kidogo tu venye wanaweza. People should live with their means. Challenges zikikuja, just pray. Pray, Mungu anajua tu why we are going through such things. Kuna watu wako Nairobi, hawana kazi lakini wanakula na wanakunywa na labda siku inaendelea. You see, mtu kama huyo do anything else. Just know there is God and there is God in heaven. That is final. So by the basis or by the virtue or by the belief that God is just there, should be the reason for us to live. Let's live with the hope that God is there and not watch. As long as God is there, God will bless your work. Then Ephraim, people should speak out. Usikae hapo umenyamaza huku unataka kufa. Talk to people. There are people who want to help. Na kama hata kusaidia financially, they will help you with advice. They will connect you with someone. It means if Ephraim, kama mimi si niko na shida and I talk to you, maybe nataka pesa. Unaweza kuwa una pesa ya kunisaidia, but utanipea advice, utaniconnect, ama hata utanipeleka kanisa nipate some hope. You see, church is a place of hope. So I feel like suicide should never be an option to us, as long as there are beautiful souls out there who are also ready to hear us. And there is God in heaven above all. Yes.
Wow, what a show. We've had an amazing time here at Mataro TV addressing key issues. We've had callers, we've had messages. I also see another one from Solomon Degwa. Thank you so much, Solomon, for you saying the show was lit. Thank you so much for that. So we've come to the end of our show. I hope you learned a lot. In case you have any other questions, we are available to answer them. You could drop your questions on our social media platforms. You can search Bishop Joseph Mathenge on Facebook, and then you can drop your question on the message section or on the comment section. We'll really appreciate for that. Yes. And we want Karubembe to give us his parting shots.
Yes, there's a word. I'm a fan love of books, by the way. People should read books. Vijana tusome vitabu. Vitabu ni it is it is a what? It is, the books are blessing to us. They give us a clear picture of what we can face.
Okay.
I have a book, it's called Conquering Common Mistakes in Life. Umesoma hiyo kitabu, Ephraim?
Yes, I know the author. I have read the book. Yes.
So there's something called setting goals. That it is a life that tumesema imejaa mashida. Shida zinaweza kuwa in terms of financially, inaweza kuwa the different dimensions zenye shida zinakuja nazo in life, and so zinaleta this peer pressure, zinaleta depression and other bad things. But imagine a life where you live your own life, knowing you only live once, with God and God alone. So I feel life would be easy if kila mtu akijua dimensions zake at a personal level, ajisetie goals zake kivyake. And that is what Bishop tells us in this book. It's called Conquering Common Mistakes in Life. That we should set goals using values and standards. Unasikia kizungu? Yes. We should set goals using values and standards in each of the following areas of our lives. That is the spiritual life, our family life, our financial life, and our social life.
Wow.
Goals are so important if we need to live a dignified life. Life away from stress, life away from life pressures. You see, life pressures ni mingi sana. Yeah, so yes, let's set goals in all those dimensions that tumeambiwa in this book. But you can
show the viewers.
Yes, it's called Conquering Common Mistakes.
So if you want, life, you could show them in a better way.
In a better way, okay. This called Conquering. Ukienda tu ukitafuta mahali utaipata. It is
Conquering Common Mistakes by Bishop Joseph Mathenge.
Yes.
So thank you so much. It has been a pleasure once again hosting the show. Until we meet again, in case you want to propose the next topic that you want us to discuss during our next session, feel free to do so again on our comment section or on our messaging section. Thank you so much, and again thank you to our bishop, the founder and the one who runs Mataro TV. Thank you so much, and do have a blessed one. Asante.
Don't